Hello, have you ever felt like your communication might be holding you back from attracting the godly man that you deserve? Because if so, I want to tell you, you are not alone. Many women feel like they are doing all the right things, but still struggling to form those meaningful connections with the right men. Here is the good news. Your communication can literally be the key that unlocks more fulfilling relationships. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you the 4 keys to feminine communication that will help you connect authentically, radiate confidence, and attract the kind of man who sees your value. These principles have transformed the dating lives of so many women that I have coached, and I know that they can do the same for you. So let's dive on in. And I want to share with you, don't forget, if you want to dive in deeper, I actually created a free PDF guide on the 4 feminine communication tips to helping you to be irresistible to the right kind of men. Go ahead and make sure to grab it in the description below. And so, as a Christian dating coach, I have literally worked with hundreds of women who have used these keys to see incredible results. Women who went from feeling unseen and unheard to attracting godly men who value them. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Let's get to these keys, okay? So, key number 1 is to speak with warmth and grace. Warmth and grace are so foundational to feminine communication. Proverbs 15:1 says that a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. When you speak with kindness and empathy, you create a safer space for deeper connection. So I want you to imagine that you are on a date and he shares something vulnerable with you. Instead of jumping in with advice, try saying something like, I really appreciate you sharing that. It shows a lot about your character. This simple response affirms him and invites him to open up even more. Because isn't that what most of us women want? We want him to open up. And so I know this can be tough if you are used to being in control or you feel like you need to prove yourself. But trust me, when you let go of the need to fix or dominate the conversation, you are going to notice a big difference in how men respond to you. Key number 2 is listen to understand, not to respond. True feminine communication is rooted in active listening. James 1:19 reminds us, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Listening understands, listening to him, and showing him that you understand shows respect and it builds emotional trust, which is also something that we all want to have. We want to have that emotional intimacy and connection. And so one of my clients actually struggled with this. She thought that the reason why men were not committing to her was she thought it was because they were intimidated by her success. And the problem was not that men were intimidated by her success. The problem was actually that she didn't know how to communicate in a feminine way and how to inspire men to pursue. And so once we worked on this and we overcame this, she attracted multiple men and men were showing up for her in a different way. And she actually attracted a man where he was like, I would love to propose to you. They got into a relationship and that's why he had said that. And she's like, I never receive this kind of response from men before, and it wasn't because men were intimidated by her success. It was because of how she communicated with them. And so here's a quick tip here is you want to practice this by reflecting back what you hear. For example, if he shares a challenge at work, you could say, "That sounds like it was really tough. How did you handle that?" This shows that you are engaged and that you care about his perspective. And you're going to notice men opening up to you more and they want to talk to you more. Key number 3 is communicate your standards with confidence. Feminine communication is not about being passive. It is about expressing your standards with grace and confidence. Men respect women who know what they want and they communicate it clearly. Let me give you an example. Let's say a man that you are dating wants to move the relationship forward faster than you're actually comfortable with. Instead of avoiding the topic, you could say, "I really value getting to know someone deeply before taking the next step. I want to make sure that we're aligned before we move forward." This right here sets a clear boundary without being confrontational. And so I know setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable at first, but remember, confidence comes from knowing your worth in Christ. You are not, I repeat it again, you are not being too much. You are honoring yourself and your values. So key number 4 is use encouraging and faith-filled language. The words that you speak have so much power. They can build up or they can tear down. And we've all experienced that before in this life, haven't we? And so Ephesians 4:29 says, "Let no corrupt talk come out of your mouth, but only such as is good for building up." That's a whole word. There's a whole word. When you speak with encouragement and faith, you reflect God's love and you inspire those around you. Try incorporating phrases like this. "I am grateful for this time with you. I really admired how you handled that situation." Compliments that come from a place of authenticity and faith shows that you see good in others, and that is so magnetic. These keys tie everything together. When your communication is rooted in faith and aligned with your values, it becomes both intentional and dynamic and authentic. That authenticity is so craved in a world where we don't see a lot of that, which is incredibly attractive to godly men. And so each of these keys, speaking with warmth and grace, listening to understand, communicating your standards confidently, and using encouraging language, works together to create a powerful framework for feminine communication. And so when you apply these principles, you're not just attracting a godly man, you are building the foundation. That's so important for a relationship that honors God and reflects his love. And so I have seen so many women completely transform their love lives by embracing these keys. Remember, it is not about being perfect. It is about being intentional and trusting God to guide your steps. And so I want to reassure you that feminine communication isn't about pretending or being someone that you're not. It is about stepping into the best version of yourself, allowing God's purpose to shine through your words and actions. And so in these small changes that you make in how you communicate can lead to really big results in your love life. And so what I want you to do is start practicing these keys today, and you are going to be so amazed at the difference that they make in your life. And so, if you have found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs it. And if you want to go deeper, go ahead and grab the free 4 Keys to Feminine Communication guide below. And if you want deeper support and you want to work with me, and you want to be on the path to marriage in as early as a year or less, go ahead and book in a call with my team and let's see if it's a good fit. All right, God bless and see you in the next video.